2007, BMW took a new strategic direction. They called this strategic direction Number One. Number One simplifying to new opportunities and new efficiencies. The idea was to use the best new opportunities available to BMW and increase efficiency within the group. The purpose of this to be ensuring that BMW leads its competitors in the future and to shape the future of the company in general. In addition to growing the existing business as it stands, BMW hopes to develop new profitable areas. It continues to want to invest heavily within its research and development departments and to develop new vehicle concepts and pioneering driving systems that lead it into the future and maintain its position as the pioneer within the industry technology-wise. Since the 2007 strategic report, we believe that there are certain modifications that need to be made. Essentially, BMW needs to focus increasingly on the emerging markets. This is partly to do with the fact that the economy in general globally has declined and the emerging markets have come out on top where the Western economies have fallen. Consequently, and as a result of the increased demand of luxury goods within the emerging markets, we feel that BMW can benefit highly in a very profitable venture by moving further into the emerging markets than it has done already. To do this, it needs to increase its distribution base, and the benefits from the plants, the high-tech developments such as those in South Africa, need to be realised, whereby the lead times for delivery of the cars, as well as shipping costs, etc., can be reduced by shipping it from that side of the equator. BMW also needs to keep investing in its adverts, where others see a decline in their advertising budgets. This will further help to reinforce the brand value and hopefully increase the cachet overall within the market. In addition to this, BMW needs to consider certain breakout strategies. For example, taking from the case of Porsche, who have recently, in a joint venture with a very high-profile yacht manufacturer, created a high-performance yacht. Perhaps BMW needs to look into investing in this area and moving into this line of business, given its high connections within the yachting industry as it is, especially with Team Oracle, etc., whereby the technology that goes into yacht engines is essentially the same as that employed in cars, where despite the fact that this is a highly profitable industry, it's not one that BMW have looked at as of yet. Additionally, BMW maybe needs to consider moving back into the airline business where its engine history began. BMW has built its reputation around high-performance, highly efficient engines that lead the market. Its history lies heavily steeped within the airline industry and airline engines in general. Given this, we feel, and given the profitability of this market, we feel it would be a sensible move for BMW to go back into the airline engine business, whereby they could perhaps use strategic alliances to tie up higher ends of the market in terms of their brand cachet. For example, if BMW were to create the engines in an allegiance that went into the Boeing jets that powered Virgin Atlantic flights, then Virgin would perhaps, in a strategic alliance, use BMW's new 7 Series luxury saloon as the car that they use to chauffeur around their first-class passengers. In addition to this, BMW needs to continue to heavily invest in hydrogen technologies. BMW views the Efficient Dynamics program that it essentially brought out this year as highly successful and high-profile move towards a greener car, as far as that can be, with just increased improvements to sort of aerodynamics and low resistance tyres and small improvements around the car that increase fuel economy in general. This is designed to meet the stringent CO2 commitments that Europe has assigned itself over the coming years. However, in the long term, it's key that green technologies are moving forward, and although hybrid cars have become a stopgap along the way, hydrogen is definitely the future point of where the automotive industry is moving. BMW has continued and does continue to be a pioneer in this, having released its Hydrogen 7 Series at the beginning of this year, which is being carefully placed among celebrities and high-profile people. Hydrogen definitely represents a high proportion of BMW's R&D spend, and rightly so. It represents the market in which BMW at the moment is solely competing by itself, with none of the competitors like Mercedes, Porsche, Jaguar or Audi having any technology near it or to rival it. And this will be key in the future of pushing the brand forwards. BMW also needs to focus on reducing costs. Given the decline in the global economies, cost is definitely an issue that needs addressing urgently. If BMW is able to increase its profit margins to bolster up a probable reduction in sales due to the decreased demand in luxury goods in the Western economies especially, this is obviously going to help the company's bottom line in general. Additionally, it may well help to sell the car over other competitors. Although BMW is not likely to reduce its pricing points as it remains a luxury brand, it may well see fit to increase the specification of the cars and standard equipment as a means of selling them. Reducing costs will also allow for BMW to maintain its advertising budget and justify that. The main aims of the future are by 2020 to sell 2 million automobiles per year. BMW also hopes to move into new and profitable areas of business, such as we've discussed with the airline engine tie-up perhaps and the yachting industry perhaps. It hopes to take the #1 place as a luxury manufacturer in the world. So BMW hopes to maintain its mission statement as producing the ultimate driving machines, as well as becoming the most successful premium manufacturer within the industry.
It's only a car. A car is a car is a car, with nuts and bolts and leather and cogs and steel and wood and glass, intelligent wipers and head-up displays, alloy and oil, sensors and sound, digital mapping and satellite tracking, twists and turns and smiles and miles, infrared eyes and self-drying brakes, and one little key. A car. It's only a car.